Hi, my name is Cameron Schwab. I'll be doing my oral interpretation on a monologue from the movie Benchwarmers. The part I will be performing, I think, is the funniest part of the movie. It is said by David Spade, aka Richie. That's the character he plays in the movie. Have you ever laughed so hard you have stopped breathing? That is exactly what I did during this scene. Most people love the scene because it brings a different aspect to the whole movie. It shows that Richie brings some comedy into it. I've loved Benchwarmers since I could remember. It has to easily be one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life, and I have seen a lot of funny movies. Also, I could probably recite this scene word for word because I've seen it so many times, and my high school team would always say it to each other. David Spade's "You're Still Fat" is a comedic quote from the movie Benchwarmers. It is not to make fun of anyone, it's just to put a fun spin on the movie. I will be talking about showing you how David Spade was able to put this scene together so nicely. This scene is comprised of 4 characters, those 4 being Richie, one of his teammates, the pitcher, and the catcher. The most important person would have to be Richie, and then the most important person would have to be the catcher. These 2 are the most important because they make up the funniest part of the movie, which is the final moments, which is the final moments of it. This scene is taken pitch by pitch. After each pitch is thrown, Richie says or does something funny, whether that being a snarky remark or him kind of yelling at himself. I know you have probably been waiting to hear this comedic masterpiece, so here it is. It may not be the best because I'm doing it by myself, but I'll make the best out of it. Okay, here we go. So, this is the catcher. So he first starts out with 1 out, about to be 2 outs. And then Richie goes, "Hey, I bet you're a real good catcher of donuts in your mouth." And the first pitch is thrown, and then Richie literally he's swinging and he chops at it. And then his teammate goes, "Don't chop at it, it's not a sword." Richie then replies with, "You're not a sword." And then the second pitch is thrown, and then the pitcher goes, "Oh, that's ugly, man." And the rest of the pitcher's team is making fun of Richie. And after that happens, the third pitch is thrown, which will probably be the final pitch for Richie. And then the catcher catches it, and then catcher goes, "I caught it, you're out." Richie goes, "But I ticked it, I hit the bat." And then the catcher goes, "You're still out." And Richie goes, "You're still fat." All right, now that that is done, I can bet that if you have seen this movie, you laughed during this scene. And if you didn't, there may be something wrong with you. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with you. I just don't understand how you couldn't laugh. I'm pretty sure I had tears coming out of my eyes because I was laughing so hard. David Spade's "You're Still Fat" is a comedic quote from the movie Benchwarmers. It is not to make fun of anyone, like the catcher for Richie saying "you're still fat." It's just to put a fun spin on the movie. In my analysis, I went over how the scene was played out and how David Spade, which was Richie, was able to make this scene so funny. And I know he's just an actor and stuff, but in all the movies I've seen with him in it, he makes the best out of it. I laugh every time. And overall, if you haven't seen Benchwarmers, please go out and watch it. You won't regret it, I promise. You will be laughing the whole time. Some tears might even slip out, kind of like what happened to me.